Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful brass gold adjustable ring. Let's begin. The materials you'll need are going to come up on the screen, and what we're going to do is have 5 15 centimeter brass wires, 1 millimeter thick. From there, we're going to take 2 of them and wrap them around the knitting needle to make a spring, a coiled spring with little tails. Compress the springs with your pliers. Now I'm going to anneal these wires because annealing softens them, and this brass that I have is horribly hard. So we heat up the wires until they are red hot and then dunk them in the cold water. This will make it much easier to work with them and to bend and curl them. Place your spring over the group of 3 wires and carefully place it near the middle, off the center, and tap it so that all of the wires line up into one direction. You don't want to squash it so that the wires are all higgledy-piggledy. Now we're going to curl the ends, those little tails of the spring. Just curl them back into a pretty shape on each end. This is such a novel way of holding your ring band wires together and looking pretty. And now you're going to tap those wires again with your hammer on the anvil just to set the curls. Now you're going to thread the other spring onto the 3 wires of the ring band. Place it just off the center. Now you're going to hammer it again, and again make sure that the wires all line up in the same direction, and preferably the second spring lies in the opposite direction to the other, so that they both bend away from each other. You can even slide them along if they're not quite right. Test for size. There's my size 7 wire, just to make sure I'm on the right track. Wrap around your ring mandrel at the size you want, and there you have those beautiful tails on each side, which we're going to decorate. This is the fun time of this design, and we can do anything here. Curling the ends is always pretty, and we can even do a little weave, we can coil. There are so many things you can do here to decorate the top of your ring. Add your stone bead to the second wire, and then bend that brass wire around it to form a little nest, a setting. But it goes around, and then we put a little kink on the end, just something different. It fits around nicely and with a tiny little curl at the end. And squeeze it in with your pliers so that the wire fits nice and snugly around the stone. This is the time when I make a cup of tea. I sit back down and just look at the design. Think of a few options before I make anything. I'm going to use some pretty little oil slick beads and a few copper metallic beads. I just like the way the color goes with the chrysocolla. Add a few beads to your third wire and then curl it into the shape that you would like. Here I'm just curling it down to be near the stone, the main stone. Now you're going to do the other side in your own style. It does not have to mirror this side, or it can. This is for you to choose and use your artistic ability. Always bear in mind that your design is going to be a ring on a finger. So that sounds funny, but your design doesn't want to be way down on the sides of the fingers or underneath. Really, it looks better if it's on top and then curving around to the side. I like this little leaf shape and I'm incorporating it into this design. Add your beads as you'd like to see them. Make your own design here. And it's just seed beads onto the wire and then curling it down to fit into the rest of the design. Here I'm flaring out the little leaf shape to make it look pretty and a little bit more interesting and with shine. This is the part I enjoy, where the whole design comes together. And remember, this is adjustable, so if it wasn't adjustable, you could link all the wires together, curl them over each other, and form one design. But here it's adjustable, so you're keeping the wires separate, although it looks like one ring on the top of the finger. And there we're just flaring out that little curl as well. My little anvil is called a sad iron. It's an old, probably antique by now, and I find it so useful. It's looking good, isn't it? To set the size and to just bring all the little wires into place and form one unit, hammer gently with your nylon hammer. It's beautiful, isn't it? But I think it needs a little bit of polishing. Use a little bit of steel wool to polish up that brass. It's been such fun making this ring. Thank you for watching. Please take care of yourselves. You are very special. Thank you for watching and subscribe if you'd like to. Bye bye.